waiting the water, children waiting the water. God's gonna trouble the water. So I was a quiet kid. Um, I really only spoke when I was spoken to. I had a lot of thoughts and I was imaginative and creative. So I like loved playing with Legos. Oh my God, Legos were my thing. Like, oh my God. I like tried to steal my godbrother's Legos one time and he was so pissed at me and I was like, I'm sorry. We didn't have any money to get me as many as he had. Well, um, and yeah, I just loved creating things and I loved making up worlds. So when Sims came out, it was like, this is for me. I am creating a life, a whole other life. And like, that was really important for me because I really wanted to escape like where I was at the time. Yeah, and it was just a crazy thing. Like I was just this quiet, kind of artsy kid who was a nerd. Like I was really smart, and that was it. Like that was all I had. So like I read a lot, and I wrote a lot, and tried to write poetry, and I tried to write short stories. I started what I thought was going to be one of like the greatest novels ever, like novel series, like novel teen series, of this like fantasy world that I had made up with these characters that I had drawn out. I had drawn them and colored them and I had detailed them. Like it was so important to me. I had them like in a folder and I would keep them and number them. And I was like, no, and this person's going to be in this story, and this person, and this is their storyline, and like they were all going to be connected, and it was going to be called Rising Up on the Horizon. Um, and I don't even know what that meant then. I don't think I just liked how the words sounded together. Um, but like Rising Up on the Horizon, and I feel like that's like my life story, like rising up on the horizon. But also the way that all of those other lives come together and are interconnected and are a community and are a family, and that's just like what I wanted and what I felt like I like didn't have. And so they were so important to me. Those characters, I don't even know where they are now. I've been told I'm doing things and that there was a calling on my life and that I was called and I was anointed and I was going to be a leader and I was going to do great things for the kingdom of God and I was going to change the world somehow, and no one ever told me how. And like, not even just in like the religious communities, like in school, I excelled at things and all of these things. And like, this sounds really like self-serving and like self-praising, but like everything has lined up with what people have said that they see in me. And in my head, I don't see it. I don't see it. And then I have people in my life who will say, well, how can't you? And it's just like, I can't. I just don't see it. So I'm just like wondering, always wondering and waiting for this like neo Afro futurist Moses to like come forth in my body and like take over, and nothing yet. I think one of my biggest fears, not even my biggest fear, like probably my only fear, is is death. I'm like so afraid to die, which is so dumb because, and not dumb, but it's so silly because it's gonna happen. So there's no use being afraid of it. But like I just always have this overwhelming sense that one day it's gonna happen, and like I don't know how, I don't know why, and it will. And then I don't know what's after that. Like that just happens, and I grew up in, the rhetoric of heaven and hell, and like that's scary because I'm like, wow, I don't want to go to hell. Like that's like not cool. Like, you know, and like what eternity means and like all that other stuff that I won't get into. But God, it's just like and I guess I should get into it because that's all of the scariness of it. It's like I don't. Okay, it happens, and then what does all this mean then? What did I do? And like, does that have a consequence? Does every little thing have a consequence? Or is it like a composite thing? Like, what's up? Like, So, yeah. God's gonna trouble the water.